I'm back on the Costa Blanca Saturday morning, 10 o'clock on Playa Beach, Torrevieja. Well, yeah, we've got a lot of news to catch up with. And yeah, it's not good. The Spanish been reporting in all the papers that we've got to be prepared for the war. Because, you know, the big Ukrainian war, we're under threat from Putin. Invasion of Ukraine, and it ain't looking good either. So we're going to let you know about that. We're going to let you know about the family that are still scared in Orihuela, Costa, that 4 hooded marsmen raided their house. They got the wrong house, so yeah, they're still worried. And damn it, the weather people, yeah, they've been taken to court by the government for these storm Dana, not giving enough notice for the warning. So yeah, we've got lots and lots of news to catch up with this morning, so make sure you watch it to the end, because yeah, there's a lot of stuff we've got to crack on with. This news that's just come up in the papers that we've got to be prepared for the war, the invasion. The Putin's gone nuts, isn't it, eh? It's all gone crazy. And I pressed that button. Well, now he's telling us he's definitely going to sort revenge, and he's got the authorisation to hit that button any time, which ain't looking good, all because they've been given permission from America to use these long-range missiles. So yeah, now all tensions have got high, and yeah, the government, old Sanchez, says we've got to start taking precaution, just in case the inevitable happens. Yeah, they reckon all these European countries are all taking the same precautions. And yeah, it's nothing to be alarmed about, but they're just telling us what we need to be prepared for if the inevitable does happen. And yeah, all kicks off. As you know, Spain did keep out of this war with Ukraine and Russia, sort of a step back and just sort of, you know, kept a low profile, even though they don't agree with it and they do support what's going on. Saying since the escalation of tensions in Europe, he started issuing guidelines, and apparently all other countries have been given the same kind of guidelines as well. So, first time in Spain's history, and yeah, this guidance is for all the residents, and how they're going to prepare and respond is going to be the first ever steps they've had to do in Spain's history, start giving guidelines in preparation for this all-out outbreak of war. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to happen, so yeah, let us know what you think in the comments about this war. As Putin just keeps threatening and threatening, is he actually going to do something? Surely he can't win against the world. He's got his buddy in North Korea backing him up, but yeah, can't see it happening myself. But yeah, this is the list of guidelines he's telling people to be prepared, and what we need to have and what we need to do. Saying we need to be stocked up with all medicine and cans and tins and all this kind of non-perishable food that you would eat straight away, this long life stuff. Like you always said, you keep the stuff just in case in a cupboard if a well breaks loose. But this is not just Spain that's been given these warnings. This is Sweden, Switzerland, Finland, all the European countries apparently have been told these guidelines in case the inevitable happens. If it ever does happen, they just want to make sure they've covered themselves, I suppose. It's all to do with the tensions, isn't it? They're ranking up all the tensions, and these are the civil protection. This is what they want us to know about, and when that old buzzer goes off, that we're all prepared. That's the emergency guidelines. Basically, you just got to stock up and tuck yourself in a room, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know if it's the papers ranking up it and trying to stir it, make us all frightened, or they really are that worried about this war kicking off. First time ever, they reckon, in Spanish history that this has ever happened, ever to give this warning out. So yeah, that is one of the news, of course, the front page news all around the world, isn't it? The war on Ukraine. And they reckon he's definitely preparing to get his own back, since old Mr. Ukraine now, old Zelensky, is pressing them long-range buttons and getting them missiles right into Russia territory. And Putin ain't happy. I'll tell you what though, it's a lovely day here on the Costa Blanca. We're looking at 22 degrees. But yeah, we've got a lot more news to catch up with. And yeah, the main one is AMET, the weather company out here in Spain. The government have took them to court because of this storm Dana. And yeah, 800 million euros it's cost the country, the GDP in Spain. So the Bank of Spain's not looking healthy. Probably where everything's shooting up. They've already took steps and they're already processed it in court already against Amit and the Hydrographic Confederation Company. They're both up in court. It's all to do with warnings. They just never give the warnings out early enough. And the reason why they're in court, not just because of the warnings, of course, could have prevented a lot of lives and saved a lot of damage, but it's just recklessness. They said they could have actually done something about it, and they said Spain's government says someone's got to be made accountable for what's happened. As you know, over 200 odd lives and still more people reported missing. So yeah, they don't know the true figure yet, but yep, they're up in court and the case is happening. Said the first Amit red alert warning was given at 8 AM in October the 29th when Storm Dana first kicked off. But the Valencia Agency for Security, the emergency response, and they didn't give the message out till 8:10, and that was PM, so like 12 hours later. So all the people in Valencia never got these messages, these are red alerts on their phone. So virtually about when it all kicked off, some people said it was already happening and it was already caught in it, and they'd given the warning out when it had already hit Valencia. But they're saying the group agencies being held responsible for the deaths caused by Storm Dana in October and the floods and the aftermath of the people that of course never had a chance to get out, did they? Weren't prepared. As you know, a lot of people got trapped in underground car parks and everything. They're saying this storm's going to haunt them for years. Like I say, 800 million euros wiped off the bank. 1.4% increase on food, gas, electric, everything's shooting up. So obviously we're going to be paying for this. And I reckon there was over 200,000 cases of claims and they're still going up right now. I don't know how this one's going to work out in the court at the end. It's whether they're going to win the case against Amit. But yeah, they're definitely pursuing it and they're going to make someone pay for what's happened. I mean, having late alerts is not good. I mean, I know Spain's Manuana, but like, that's like 12 hours, isn't it? But what they're saying is they should have this system, which they've got in Japan. They should have it in Spain. It's they install a Japanese-style warning system to avoid disasters like Dana in Valencia. So yeah, some kind of system they want to install, and it actually works in Japan, and they want to try and get it going here. It's like shutting the blimmin' horse's door after the horse is bolted, isn't it, eh? And this other case we've got, this was a few months back, but yeah, the family are still terrified, and they don't want to be named in any of the papers. They just want to keep a low profile, but yeah, they're still terrified what happened. They got held at gunpoint by 4 hooded people, and this happened in Cabo Lomas, yeah, just on the Orihuela Costa here. Yeah, these terrified expats, actually the police are saying these people that hooded mobsters with guns and everything got the wrong house, mistaken identity. But yeah, it weren't good because they got beaten up really bad and yeah, put in a bad way. So the English man and his Irish wife, so basically the dogs were barking like hell in the early hours of the morning. So yeah, the man, the husband, he's gone down to investigate. And there he was, he opened the door and there's 4 blokes there hooded up. Apparently they had rifles, pistols, yeah, proper tooled up. This was a big criminal gang, and obviously it's gang related because they were like balaclavaed and gloves, the full lot. So that was obviously intending to get another gangster's house. And these poor family were the victims of mistaken identity. They pushed him to the floor, bashed him over the head with the butt of a rifle. Yeah, so give him a good old beating, forced him to lay on the floor. Meanwhile, the wife's heard all the commotion and she's come down and she's got a caution all straight over the head. The husband's there lying on the floor in a pool of blood where he's hit the floor. He's gone to hospital, 18 stitches, and yeah, absolutely terrified, these people. And the police presence is high at the moment in the area because this family's still terrified. And when they ransacked the house, they're after the drugs and stack of money. So yeah, they definitely got the wrong house. So yeah, that's not good, is it, eh? Yeah, not in Spain. We don't sort of get this going on, really. But yeah, they were after another criminal gang, obviously, and these people are the unlucky ones. But they're all fuming. They reckon the police should up their police presence even more in the area because of this, what's happened. The police say, look, for the population of this area, 30,000, the police they've got covering the area is enough. But what they need to take in consideration, the population of the whole area, Orihuela, Costa, around that area, we're looking at 100,000. And of course, got a lot of expats. This chap here was an ex-school teacher. And yeah, it's still in a bad way. And yeah, it's not nice, is it? If that was me, I'd be moving the next day. I wouldn't be hanging around. The police are saying they've got enough police covering the area, but there's so many robberies going on just around the area. Of course, I'll tell you what, in Spain, I just can't believe how many houses that are on the market for sale and holiday homes where squatters are just in it. We've got such a massive problem in Spain with squatters. Unbelievable. They need to really get down and sort it out, because squatting is more worse than robbing a house. At least when they rob, they go. With squatting, you can't get them out. So yeah, big problem in Spain with squatters. Hence why a lot of the insurance company now do a squatter insurance. And the other thing we've got, they were talking about scrapping the VAT for self-employed people, but the government's saying it's all rumours. The government were going to scrap it, but for the self-employed, autonomo in Spain, but they're not. It's just rumours. They've confirmed it. People are hoping people that are earning less than 85,000 will be exempt from VAT, but the government went no. There's no scrapping of the VAT for self-employed. Like I said, we've got a lot of news to catch up on, and like I mentioned the other day, there was a bit of a gang rivalry between two blokes. One was British actually, and they shot him in his place in Santa de Ribeira. Got it all out, it's a tongue twister, that one, in St Avia. And the latest news is the bloke that got shot, he's in a bad way. He's paralysed from neck down. He's in hospital and having all sorts of operations. But they still won't catch the person. There's two people that were involved, and they reckon definitely criminals. They do know each other. So yeah, his life's all over, isn't it? Paralysed, necks down. Oh my God. Yeah, you just don't know what's going to happen in your life the next day, do you? So yeah, we've got a lot more news to catch up with. And remember, if you like the video, give us a like, and always good to give us a comment and on what you think of today's subjects about the war, as Putin bluffing, and about the VAT, and of course all the other news going on, what we're reporting on. And if it's your first time, give us a subscribe, and yeah, we'll crack back on with the news. And the other bit of news is the old Balearic Islands, Majorca. They're drastic measures for all the foreign vehicles on the road, they said. And yeah, they're coming up with these measures. Saying it's the tourists they're targeting, the people that arrive there on holiday, and just create more havoc on the roads. And they're saying they want to look after their own people, the residents in the area, and they want to reduce the foreign vehicles and just make sure that the people that live there are the ones that are registered and can drive in the city. Saying is the idea is to just give the residents priority in Majorca, because all the residents are the ones that are going mental because they're just fed up of sitting in jams because all these holiday makers and tourists. So yeah, the proposed plans, and they want to do something about it. They're talking about park and rides just outside the city. They're talking about a bit like London, most major cities have got the old bicycles and all things like that. They just want to reduce the traffic. Everyone's up in arms. They're already kicking up about the tourists as it is. Ain't got no places to stay. Always digging at the tourists, didn't they, eh? They'll miss us when we're gone because they'll have no money coming in. But yeah, they want to set up 40 park and ride places in Majorca to try and sort out this traffic problem. And yeah, this next news article again is about tourists again. So yeah, they want to bring this out in December. They want to start banning new tourist apartment rentals, and Malaga and a lot of these places that are saturated with tourism. As you know, Barcelona has put their foot right down. They're scrapping it all out by the end of next year. You won't have any tourist rental apartments because cost of for a student apparently just for a room is €1,000 a month just for a little room in Barcelona. So yeah, they want to crack down on this tourism, and yeah, it's all on us, isn't it, eh? The people bringing the money in the country, they want to start knocking us back. Won't take long before they start swinging it back around again. Of course, it's all applying to the new tourist people that are applying for the new tourist licence, and as from December we won't be able to get any more new tourist licence. And by the way, before we crack on to the next story, I'm just going to let you know, because I don't know if you missed my last video, I posted up there, but what happened was, with all these storm warnings now and what's going on, as you know, people do get these alerts to their phone, and people will be getting alerts from Amit, the weather people, the ones that have been taken to court. But some of these messages they're receiving, they reckon are false messages, and yeah, it's a scam. Don't ever open it or download it, because they will never send you a file to download. So yeah, if you see anything like that, whatever you do, don't download the file. So yeah, that's just thought I'd sneak that one in, because as you know, we get bombarded all the time, don't we? We don't know what's real and what's a scam nowadays. There's so many good scams going on. Of course, you've got the post office one, innit, from Carreras, and everyone's waiting for a parcel. We're all ordering parcels all the time, and then it says it's coming, it's getting delivered, it's been delivered, and you can't track it anymore. And then you get a message, oh, we tried to deliver your parcel, click on here. You don't know if it's real or not, do you? It's just, these scams are really, really good. So yeah, they get us double thinking. But this next story is a worrying one, because this goes back 5 years, father and son that's gone missing. And it's such a old case now, but they want to start jogging people's memories, and as they know, in time people do come forward with information they reckon can be vital. And it's the Suffolk police trying to work with the Spanish police here, but they're offering 10,000 reward or 12,000 euro reward in Spain, and if you can give evidence to try and find out what happened to the father and son that went missing. This fresh appeal, they're looking for these missing people, Daniel and Liam Paul. And yeah, they were travelling together, Costa del Sol, 5 years ago. And now they're offering the cash. Hopefully someone can bring up some new evidence. And of course, they disappeared without trace. But yeah, the police definitely focus on, it's definitely a murder case, because it's just strange the way they just sort of disappeared out of the face of the earth. Been missing since March 2019. So the Sussex police are saying, even though like they've gone missing and they're from the UK, they definitely believe these people are here. Story is something to do with Spain. This is the link, and this is the last place they were. What the police are saying is these people that went missing, there's people in the UK that definitely know something about it, and they're going to be holding the missing link. They're saying since the disappearance, they know like over time people will come forward, and that little bit of evidence they're going to come forward with could be the missing piece to the jigsaw. The father and son actually lived in Burgess Hill in England. They'd all had a grey Peugeot and from Hire Company, and they took it to Spain. So in March 2019, they never ever returned the vehicle back to the Hire Company, but it was found abandoned in Spain. And of course, all their luggage was left at the hotel they were staying at, and we're not talking about just their clothes, their passports, everything. So all the stuff you do need to travel with, everything, the father and son, all their stuff was just left in the hotel. So of course it's a joint operation between the police in Spain and England, and they're really hoping that someone's going to come forward, some vital information. So yeah, a bit of sad news, but we've got other kind of bits of news to do with the motorways in Spain and the new regulations that are coming in January. And they're saying these new motorway things that are coming in from the Department of Transport here in Spain is going to be used just when you've got extreme weather. And so when the weather's bad, you can only use the right-hand lane, and you will not be allowed to overtake either. It won't be just the motorways, it'll be the dual carriageways as well. Saying the reason why they've brought in these new measures, so they've got one lane clear So when you get the severe weather, the snow and everything, they've actually got a lane there just for the emergency services and you know, everyone that needs to get down there and clear the snow and everything. So yeah, one lane clear. Of course it makes sense, doesn't it, eh? Both lanes are all blocked up. They can't get by, the trucks, the ambulances, the police. And so yeah, it's all common sense. At last, Spain's using something with a bit of common sense. They're also come up with another move as well, that the hard shoulder, when this does happen and there is a big traffic jam, motorcycles and that will be allowed to use the hard shoulder. They won't be able to bomb along like they usually do at 200 mile an hour. They'll be restricted if they use these hard shoulders to a 30-kilometre speed. So yeah, that's all the latest news at the moment on the Costa Blanca. This is all up to date, off the press. And yeah, I don't know about this war with Putin, whether it's scaremongering what they're put, and Putin's always giving all these threats out, but they're taking this one serious. So we need to stock up and be prepared. Let us know what you think. Are you going to be prepared for the war on Putin? And make sure you're prepared. Let us know in the comments what you think about it today. And if it's your first time, hit that subscribe button. And if you could support the channel, we'll much appreciate it. And I'd like to do a big thank you for all the channel members and all the other people that just bought me coffee, and super thanks. And yeah, we're going to catch up with the latest news very soon, because we've got some more news coming about the new residency and the immigration laws. So yeah, meanwhile, check out the latest news up there.